Yeah, Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9 hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? It's Monday night. Another episode I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. It's your boy Wildcard Martin in the building, and look who's back, y'all. We got MJ, Jersey boy, MJ, Jersey boy, MJ. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to be
man.
back.
Happy Father's Day. Hope you enjoyed your Father's Day.
Well. Shout out to all our I.O.W. listeners.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A belated Happy Father's Day to everybody out there.
Facts, facts.
Day, my kings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hope everybody enjoyed your Father's Day. Let's also show some love out for the fathers who are no longer with us, that we miss, we cherish. All right, so let's send some love up there, and hopefully they continue to protect us, shield us, and send some love back down this way. All right, so
shout out to my father in heaven. Happy Father's Day in heaven, Father.
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. Man, a lot of sports to talk about. Obviously, it's Monday, coming off the weekend. A lot of things went down over the Yeah, there's some things that went down, dog. Things that went down. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing Jersey Boys MJ's opinions and thoughts of Demetrius Ja Morant suspension and what he thinks of that. I'm definitely curious to hear what you have to say about it.
You better be ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Matter of fact, by the time you get started on that, that'll be my roll-up time. I'll probably start rolling up and get ready to hear you.
You about to get a lesson from the old here.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Somebody will let him know that we was talking about him on this show, and
yeah.
he can get on here and explain his story. And
hey, I think we're done trying to talk to old boy.
Homeboy's done, I think.
But I will say this: I think he got off lucky. Like I said, we'll talk about that. I definitely get your take on that for sure.
You see what this is? Risk.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh man, y'all know what it is.
You know it, man.
We'll definitely talk about that for sure. Chris Paul. We'll play the audio of when he found out about the trade, and kind of get his reaction on it. And we'll definitely talk some of that as well. What are the Warriors going to look like? They got a new GM, Mike Dunleavy Jr. So, what does that mean for certain players? Obviously, you see Draymond opts out his player option. We'll kind of talk about exactly what that means, and in the future, and how that ties in together with Mike Dunleavy Jr. And hey. But before we do all that, and I actually got a surprise topic we'll talk about. We'll talk about it after we get to this Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal, and of course, I got a wild card play for tonight. But shout out, hey, you see it on the bottom of your screen, Silent Hill TDS. Going over to his YouTube page, please. That's my partner. Love that guy like a brother. Local artist, Charlotte, North Carolina. He the one that made the dope intro for the show. So please go show him some love.
Dopest intro in the game. Hands down. Hands down.
Hey, football talk with Bo. How you doing, my brother? Hope all is well. Bo, football talk with Bo. If you happen to be a father, happy belated Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day if you're a father.
Yeah, but it's Monday, and hey, you know what it is. First of all, let's cheers to everybody to another day of good. Just being here, and it's always a pleasure to be here. I know I got no beer. I drank all my beers yesterday, bro. I did.
I drank quite a few yesterday myself.
Hey, cheers, my brother.
That was left over.
Always a pleasure.
Always.
All right, so we need some clues because this is how we kick off the show. We got Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal, and we need some clues, man. So, some of the clues that Jersey Boy MJ gave me: this guy is a 2-time Super Bowl champ, and he's won 2 different Super Bowls with 2 different teams as a tight end, 4-time Pro Bowler, and 1-time All-Pro. All right, so here's the clues one more time. A 2-time Super Bowl champion with 2 different teams as a tight end, 4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro. All right, so here's my guess. As MJ comes out, he's going to, when we bring him back in, he's going to have the name shown. But here's my guess. I'm going Shannon Sharp. That's the only guy that I can think of as a 2-time Super Bowl champ, 2 different teams. And I'm going with Shay Sharp, Uncle Shay. But I might be wrong as hell. That was my first instinct. Oh, you guys are gonna kill me for this because I should have got this right. Anyway, hey man, without further ado, man, y'all know what it is. The Jersey Boy, Jersey MJ jersey reveal, and here it is, the Jeremy Shockey. Wait, how did I not? You know what, bro? When you gave me the clues, I was thinking that you weren't going to go Giants. I thought you weren't. I thought you want to go. I was like, man, maybe he wasn't going to make it too easy because I thought that'd have been too easy for me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was easy.
Shannon Sharp, he won with Baltimore, right?
Yeah, he won with Denver and Baltimore.
Okay, yep. That was a good guess. I mean, damn good guess.
That's why I was like, there's no way he would go. I didn't think he would go that easy. I mean, obviously we know you're Giants fans, so I was like, no, he's not gonna go. He's not gonna go that easy. Like, come on. Like, to me, that's too easy. So
I was thinking, I'm like, I can't say the U.
Oh yeah, that'd have been way too easy.
So I had to think of something that try to throw you off a little bit. You know, when I said
Yeah.
2 different teams, that was the clue I was trying to throw you off with.
So Jeremy Shockey won in 2007 with the Giants
Yes, sir.
and won in 2009 with the Saints.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one. That's a good one, my boy. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, man. That was a good jersey. That's why I like that one, is because you could have went either one and you'd have had a 50-50 shot at it. So I like that. I like that. Hey,
Ain't any of them, you know.
Yeah.
At least like starting quality ones, you know.
Hey, but y'all know the deal. Y'all think y'all got more jerseys than the Jersey boy MJ? Come on the show. Talk your shit. And
I still got more. I still got more in store, y'all.
Yeah. Now he 2-time. He never got it again after New Orleans.
He finished. Shannon Sharp's a 3-time. I think he won 2 in Denver and 1 in Baltimore. If that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yes, that is true about Shannon Sharp. But I'm saying that Shannon Sharp at least won it with 2 different teams. So that's what would have qualified him for that one. That's why I was thinking that way. Because it was a 2-time Super Bowl champion with 2 different teams. Because you didn't give like the all-time for Shannon Sharp, which you write Football Talk with Bo. It would be 3 times for Shannon Sharp. Yes, because he did. They went to back-to-back with Denver. Then he won one with Baltimore. They had that sick-ass defense, bro. I don't care what you say, man. You
fuck that defense that year.
Man, what are you talking about? You couldn't score.
Who did they play in the Super Bowl? Who did they fucking curb stomp?
Bro,
that's why I'm saying fuck that defense.
Bro, y'all was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Everybody was that year. Everybody was, bro.
Hey.
Bro, I remember being all fucking jacked up for that game. I was jacked up for that game, bro.
Oh, you really thought y'all had a chance.
No, dude, when your team's in the Super Bowl, you're amped up. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be amped up for your team.
Okay. So you was just on adrenaline. You
You know,
so you knew in the back of your mind that y'all was about to get stomped.
Correct.
Okay.
Kerry Collins was our quarterback. Come on. He was, even though he was pretty decent, he had some good years for the Giants. I can't go wrong. Can't say that he didn't, but yeah, bro.
Hey, he was a reformed Kerry Collins by that time, because I remember when
he wasn't a drunk no more.
Yeah, he had a drinking problem. So yeah, by the time he got the kind of turned.
And no offense to anybody, I wasn't like calling him like a drunk in a nasty way. I was just saying like he was a big drinker.
Hey,
at one point.
People got vices, man. It happens.
Yeah, absolutely they do.
Hey, nobody's perfect.
Nope. ain't knocking the guy. Ain't knocking the guy at all, man.
I ain't either, because y'all want to see what's in my closet. Hey, bro. Hey, that's why I don't judge, dog. That's why I don't judge. Yeah. But no. Let's get to this top play, and then we're gonna get into tonight's episodes. But yeah, man, this is really. It's almost like a moment type top play, but this guy is on fire. And of course, with my guy, Jersey boy MJ being such a baseball head, I got to talk about that.
Oh, he going there.
Yeah,
he's going there.
You already know. Let's go.
1-2. He did it again, and this time he's going to drive in a run, maybe 2. Here comes Birdie. He'll score. 5 for 5 for a rise. And he's back to 400.
All right, folks, more people out here tomorrow night. He loves this. He loves this.
You hear it. You hear what they're saying.
Bro, when Minnesota traded him.
Hey, you told me. You said that was crazy.
I understand Minnesota got back a pretty decent starting pitcher, but that kid, he reminds me a lot of like the George Brett, Tony Gwynn, Ichiro type players. Smack the ball all around the field.
Yeah,
can hit it for a little bit of power if need be, but he's a pure hitter, man. It is great to see a talent like that back in baseball. Hey,
I want you to and the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because let's look at the attendance. All right. It was 33%. That stadium. It was filled at 33%.
Yep.
So they can fit 37,000, pretty much 37,500 people in that stadium.
You're getting like 12 at most.
They got 12.
Yeah.
All right. This isn't like, I hate to say it, but this is the problem when you have stars, because this guy is a star, and you got him in small markets like this.
This kid is a straight stud.
So you got him in small markets like this, and the Marlins, you know, we know how their history is as being an expansion team. They found success, but let's be honest about the situation. That franchise has never brought in the attendance, no matter what.
Nope.
It only matters is when they get to the World Series. When they went to 97, 2003, then you see the stadium field, right?
Just like Tampa Bay.
Do you know that this team is literally the third best NL team in baseball? They are literally like one of the top 6 teams record-wise in baseball right now. And you can't fill your stadium past 33%? When you got guys chasing 400, going 5 for 5, and you can't even get your stadium capacity past 33%, you're not even half there. You're not even at 50.
It's just in a bad state, bad location for a baseball team.
Bro,
that's the unfortunate part.
You can't keep doing
it. I mean, even Sandy Alcantara won the fucking Cy Young last year. You know, he's not having a good season this year, but you know, they got some young kids that are, you know, outstanding baseball players. You know, and they play the right way. You know, that's the main thing. When you watch them play, man, they play small ball, you know, they can hit dingers, you know, hit doubles, triples, steal bases.
What's up, Double J? he says y'all were going up against Dilfer. Y'all had a chance. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
But no, I'm just
fucking the only score was a goddamn kick return. Come on.
MJ, you're not getting nobody at the stadium, bro. You're just not. This is pathetic. No. Like you can't have Luis Reyes hitting like this, chasing history, and
nobody knows about it.
And nobody's really talking about it because hell, even the people in their own home stadium not going. Like, I understand that this was a Monday game, but I just looked at an attendance on a Friday night game. You're still getting 33%.
Yep. You know, and unless you watch like ESPN and like MLB Network, he's not a household name that, you know, I could come on the show and say, hey man, you know, does anybody know who he plays for?
Yeah. I mean,
most people probably wouldn't know unless they're, you know, they are baseball fans or they watch the big networks that talk about it.
MJ, this is sad though.
It is.
I mean, there's a game. They're at 20%. I mean, how can you market something like this? I don't.
If you're looking that up, look up Tampa Bay's. I'm curious to see that because they've been in first place the entire season. You know, the best record. You know, I'm curious to see what that looks like because they don't sell out at all.
Let me look at. Let me see. I'm trying to see. All right. So yeah, they're at least sitting at 50%. All right. Some of the games are looking at, even when they played the Twins, when they're playing the Rangers. So they're actually starting to get up to like 92% on some of these games. So there's some of they're not selling out, but they're actually starting to at least getting at least to 50%, if not higher. Like,
and that's the team with the best record in baseball. You know, been steamrolling the first 2-3 months of the season, and they still can't put asses in the seats. That's terrible. It's another city that just baseball just dies there unless it's playoffs.
Well, yes, but I will say this: the Rays are lucky that the Yankees are in their division.
Because the Yankees bring their attendance so high up.
No, they sell out. No, they sell out. When the Yankees are in town, they sell out. So the Rays get the benefit of the doubt by having the Yankees in the division, and that's just a fact. I'm not a Yankees fan, and I'm saying this with my own mouth. And I can understand if y'all want to. And Matt was saying that y'all can say with bias, no. I'm just stating that that's a fact. Like some of these teams who are even some of the, highly ranked, but they're in trash markets and their attendance ain't doing so high, they benefit from other good teams. Rays benefit big time from the Yankees. So I just wanted to shout out Luis Reyes from the Marlins, because the dude is phenomenal. And you heard the stadium, the only 33% that was there, root MVP. And hell, why not? I think you want to put him up there with Ronald Acuna Jr. right now for MVP. Why the hell not? I don't have an issue at all with it. So you know who else sells out? I know Double J. You was gonna say Acuna. I know. I said it for you. I beat you to it. I beat you to it. So I mean, end of the day, man, baseball, you got to fix this problem. No, you're good. You gotta find a way to get people to your stadium. And we was having a conversation last Monday. The Royals, my Royals are not doing so well, but you know what they did? They took advantage of the city being so enamored with the Kansas City Chiefs. They had a Chiefs night on a Monday night. Tickets sold out. I mean, normally, dog, I've been looking at tickets for a Royals game. And $15, I can sit in the outfield front row. $15, and I can pay for me and the whole family for less than $100. Well, probably up to $100 once you add parking. I could go to a baseball game for the Royals because they're so down this year. But they was like, yo, Chiefs night. You got to find a way to get people in your stadium, even if you're trash. You got to find a way. Market something. Pull them in. $1 hot dog night. Who cares?
$1 beer night.
Hey, that'll bring them in.
You get all the rednecks
that'll
in.
bring them in. Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, sometimes, first of all, it's $1 beer night. You're going to make all your money back on that beer anyway. Like, come on. Matter of fact, you might tap out the whole stadium. So my thing is like, man, you better find a way to get people in your stadium when you got stars like Luis Acuna. I mean, the Braves have got no issue.
Look at you. You said Luis Acuna.
But I mean, hey, they got the fan base. That's always been a good market for Atlanta. They've always been successful. They've had success. A lot of division championships. But Marlins got some history of some World Series too. So you got to find a way to get the people. But now let's move on to some of the topics we got to talk about today. Real quick. And I hate to beat a horse. So your boy Nick Saban, he was on Joe Klatt's podcast. All right. Joe Klatt's podcast. And as you can imagine, some of the, things that we've been talking about on this show obviously got brought up in the conversation with old Nicky boy. So let's all take a listen.
The Sugar Bowl this year, you were asked, do you think the 12-team playoff is going to fix college football? I thought you gave a great answer. You talked about, well, first you've got to tell me what's broken before we can talk about what's fixing it. Now, in your answer, you mentioned some of the challenges in our sport, transfer portal being one of them, NIL being one of them, opt-outs being another. If you were to start to address some of the issues in college football, where would you start?
Well, I think you have to create a balance between how much do you take and how much do you give?
Okay.
We're giving people scholarships. We're creating name, image, and likeness opportunities. But what is their commitment? I mean, there's no place in the world where you don't have a contract. If you're going to receive benefits, you have a contract and an obligation to do a certain job. So when you can opt out, transfer, do whatever you want, whenever you want, I'm not sure the balance is quite right. Mm-hmm. I know there's a lot of people out there that are much more qualified than me that are trying to figure out how do we fix this. But I think we do need to create some balance, because I think at the end of the day, when you create an atmosphere where somebody's tentatively committed to what they're trying to accomplish, you have to evaluate, is that really a good thing?
Sure.
Because we all need to be totally committed to whatever, our goals and aspirations are, the sense of purpose that we have, if we're going to have a chance to be successful.
Along those lines, do you think it would help if the players were organized so that they could be collectively bargained with?
Yeah, hold on. We're going to pause at that because I want to come back to that. In just a second. So, MJ, just things that perked your ears when you heard that.
He's looking for a sense of balance now. Okay. How many years did he have a stranglehold, not on just the SEC, but NCAA football in general?
Mm-hmm.
He was getting cats coming to Alabama, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Those families were getting money one way or another, whether it was through a handshake, manila envelope, wire transfer, straight cash somewhere along the line, at the grocery store, somebody was getting paid. And they got away with it, But now as they say, the tide is turning. No pun intended.
I saw what he did there.
Now he sees the likeness of, Clemson, took him. Now Georgia is taking him. He's not the talk of the town no more. And he's crying a foul because these guys are going out and getting their money. The NIL deals. I believe there should be a cap somewhere along the lines with NIL deals for everybody in college sports. Like, okay, it can't exceed like this number, no matter who you are. Like, this is your top out, max money you can make. Some people might make little, lesser, but the overall top out is whatever it's gonna be.
Okay.
Because some of these people they're getting high,
let's say
they're getting 7-figure deals.
Let's say
they even step on the college football field, bro.
True, but I mean, it's and here's my thing. It's also about potential, because that's what it happens in the pros. A lot of teams sometimes pay for potential before they actually pay for what they have done. Like, I'm okay with paying players for what they have done.
Yeah.
I don't like to pay for potential, because you could potentially not even be that player for me to even be in this position to pay you.
Correct.
So, look, that's just the name of the game that some of these sports, franchises are going, and that's how it is with some of these companies with the NIL. My thing is, it's okay, because you know what? Coaches get paid on potential. Sometimes coaches get paid for what they've done.
Yeah.
Nick Saban has been in both positions. He's been paid for some things that he could potentially do as a coach, and he's got paid for things because he's done it.
And you think about this too, Lamar. A lot of guys that he is recruiting, they're making their money once they get to the NFL, because they're guaranteed, first, second round draft pick. And even if you're a backup, you're getting drafted in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. And so you're getting paid because he's recruiting you to his school.
Well, I mean, look, there's no secret. We know Alabama funds the NFL drafts. SEC schools fund the draft for the most part. So it's no secret. But my thing is like, it's like more and more he talks about it, is more and more I feel like it's just, I can't, like, hypocrite. Like, everything he says, I can't take serious, because I'm like, the examples he given is literally describing the same thing in the coaches era. He wants commitment from the players, but my thing is like, How many times have you seen coaches leave? And guess what? Their new school has to pay off the rest of his salary and pay him their salary. And so they're literally throwing millions away just to make sure that they get their next coach. And he takes the next job because it pays more money.
He buys the contract out and
they buy the contract out all the time.
And then sign him up. Yeah.
Like why? This is what MJ, we have talked about this at nauseating amounts for the last 4 weeks, because more and more and more, it's like you keep like pissing me off with this shit, bruh. Yep. Like, you can't sit here and ask for commitment from players when I don't see that same commitment from coaches. There's times where Caleb Williams jumped in the portal because he still wanted to be with Lincoln Riley, who went to USC.
Everybody knew that was going to happen. So, with that transfer portal the way it is, everybody knew that was going down that way.
So my thing is that transfer portal has been just as, if not more, beneficial for them coaches than it has been for the players, when you got players literally jumping in portals to follow coaches. Deion Sanders goes to Colorado. Sure enough, his quarterback and his son goes with him. It benefits everybody. Why are we beefing and crying about stuff that has been working just fine?
Because he's losing out on top talent that's going elsewhere now.
He still gets the top talent.
I agree. I agree with you 100%, Lamar. But I'm just thinking in the top of my head, like, what is it? He can no longer. He doesn't rule the NC2A football scene with the money no more. It doesn't matter how much Alabama throws around to these recruits. NIL deals, make it work. Yeah. So you could go to a Florida, you could go to a Georgia, you could go to a Texas, USC, Notre Dame, things like that, and get big money NIL deals.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily have to go to Alabama no more.
No, you don't.
To get the big money, because it's guaranteed going into the NFL.
Hey, and here's the reason why I think they need to leave it alone with NIL. And look, we talked about it. If they put a cap on the players, you got to put a cap on the coaches. But
yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to cap coaches because they're professional at what they do. I would say just put a hard cap on the players. And I'm not trying to lowball them either. I'm not saying like 50K. You know what I mean?
But my main point that would really irk the hell out of me from Saban was, the give and take. And I'm like, what exactly are the coaches giving? I mean, I understand you give a lot of hours, but sometimes for me, I think that comes to time management. So, but my thing is these dudes, These dudes
got in this business for a reason. Like, the long hours if you want to be successful.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is for the most part, coaches are gonna deal with stress because they're trying to still manage the kids and make sure they're getting their grades and stay out of trouble. And I get that, but you can have a coaching staff that can help you with that, and you can delegate. But as the head coach, my thing is like, bro, these kids are literally giving you everything, literally mind and body,
and they kids.
And they're kids.
I don't give a fuck. You could be 18, 19. You still a kid.
These are young men, but still, they are pretty much, for the most part, out on their own for the first time in life.
Vulnerable,
trying to still figure things out. I didn't have everything figured out at 18, 19, 20. Hell, damn near took me till I had kids, till I finally figured it out. That was 28. So let's not act like we got everybody been perfect and had everything figured out. But for the most part, I still ain't got shit figured out, because life, you still learn shit. The more and more that,
I'm only slightly older than you, and I'm still figuring shit out.
Hey, the more you wake up, the more you should learn. That's just how life should go. Because what happened years ago may not stay in for the same way today. It's just how it is. Things evolve. And
just my comment real quick. I was gonna say something at the end of the show about that.
Yeah.
One of my friends, rest in peace, Ken Albin. I was gonna mention something at the end of the show. So
yeah.
I don't want to ignore Mike Taylor.
Yeah, you
I
do.
will address it, Mike.
So it's like I just it's like get with the times. And
I think he's like crying wolf, dude. Like
Deion Sanders has it figured out. If you guys just don't notice, he knows that this is a social media driven world, and he's tapping in with these social media kids. Because look at a lot of these top recruits; they got eyes on them in high school because they got social media. They got they
can post the videos of themselves all over every spot.
It's their personal joint. So
especially if they're like a pretty hyped name talent in that state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you put yourself out there and people see it and forward and share it and oh shit, check this out. Did you see this? You see this? And word of mouth, next thing you know, you've blown up. You got a million views and you don't know who's watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, there's asses in the seat watching you, because maybe the self-recruitment that you did. It's a good time and a bad time to be a student athlete.
Hey, it's crazy.
Social media ruins people, and some of these kids don't know nothing but growing up with social media. They don't know like growing up like outside playing and manhunt and kickball and basketball and drinking in the woods, banging people's moms.
Whoa, Stifler! All right,
they don't know nothing about things like that. They're too busy, on their fucking laptops and iPads.
Oh, so you was a Stifler mom on there, huh?
There was this one time.
Hey,
it wasn't at band camp, but
wow. But no, I mean, I didn't mean to bring it up, but I had to because I'm just getting so annoyed with it. And
that dude needs to just shut his mouth. Get your players in one way or another. How you do? Go out there and beat Georgia. That's it. Beat Georgia, bro.
I don't know if he
beat Tennessee either. Tennessee beat him last year.
I don't know if he can.
LSU's on the right.
I don't know if he can.
I don't know what the fuck Florida's doing. They,
no.
They've been kicking themselves in the fucking balls since Urban Meyer fucking dipped. They've had some good teams, but then they just fucking faltered down the road, and
no consistency.
Nope.
Too up and down. But
absolutely.
But another person that has to deal with change and that guy is Chris Paul. And let's hear how he found out about the trade.
I found out on the plane yesterday flying here for this. Is in this league, anything can happen. So you just figure out what's next.
You literally found out on the plane.
Absolutely.
Found out on the plane. I just think that's wow. And the thing
now let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How did he find out on the plane? Did he see it on Twitter? Did he see it, social media app, or did somebody actually call him like, yo, listen, man, I'm sorry?
Hey, who knows? Hey, they probably called him. I mean, all these guys got all the technology on them private jets. They either got a call or saw it on the TV or internet. So it don't matter. But for me,
that mug was sitting coach all the way in the back with a fucking hat over his head, just hiding.
Now, but for me, I just think the wild part about it is that how did he not expect this to happen?
Absolutely. They was talking about it the minute that Phoenix got eliminated.
Well, not just that, what's up, Kofi?
What up, Kofi?
It's like he's been in the league for so long, like how the business part of this goes. You know what I'm saying? This isn't his first time being traded.
No, ain't gonna be his last time. There's more coming down the road.
Well,
staying there.
If he wants to continue to play, I love Chris Paul. I really do. And
yes, you do.
But what I'm saying is that he's just not that same guy anymore. You're not at that level like you used to be back in the days, and it's okay. We still respect you, but it's. So I mean, it is what it is with Chris Paul, man. I don't know. To me, you got to take away the shock value. You can't be shocked anymore that you're getting traded still. You're 38. I mean, you're still, you still got some offensive game. But the thing is are you going to be available for it? You're 38. You're 37, 38. It's okay.
Yeah, I believe he's 38.
But I mean, it's okay if you sit down.
He's got to admit to himself that he's on the decline.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? Like he's still trying to keep up like he's 28.
Hey,
now when you see the box score, well, not even box score. If you see the stat, you'll just see 14 points, 12 assists.
Yeah. Oh, he can still assist. He can still get you 15 to 20 points. I mean, that's not the issue.
Yeah, but he's not your 35 to 42 minutes a game guy no more.
He's been playing that minutes, and I think that's what keeps him off the floor is because when he keeps logging these long minutes,
motherfucker tired.
Not only tired, his body probably can't even hold up for it. So,
because he's probably another athlete that skips leg day, just like the rest of them bums.
Well, no, I mean, when you've been playing for this long basketball, and hopefully you can play as many games as you can. If you're averaging, 70, 75 games a year, and then you're doing, Team USA or you do a deep playoff run, man, those are mileage on your legs, man. So, if you think you're going to play till 38, I mean, no. And stay 100% healthy? Absolutely not. It's just far-fetched to believe that you're going to stay healthy for that long and have no issues at that age. Father Time wins every time, undefeated. I'm not a athlete. What? MJ tell you get the knees and popping back, aching, cracking. Boy, come on, man.
I got hardware in my back.
Yeah, but
it sucks getting older, man.
I don't know, man, but
then again, I don't have fucking millions of dollars either. So,
MJ,
what's up?
25 games, man.
Oh, we going there?
Going to be 7.6 million around there. 7.5 million. He's going to miss out on 25 games, man. 25 games. It's almost like 300 something thousand a game. I think like 3 or 4, something like that. Last time I saw. Yeah, we going there, man. I think it's time for I mean, I said what I said on the Day Show. I just thought it was weak. You heard what the big homie Nick Shine and Detroit Man had to say, and I had no disagreements with it, just because I just think that 25 games. If you look, and here's my beef with he didn't break no law, people. He didn't break no law, but he did break NBA policy.
Correct.
That's always been the thing that has gotten him in trouble with the brandishing of the firearm, whether it's a toy or not.
And to add to that little caveat, it's a rule that he knows about because he just got fucking popped like 40 days prior. So he knew about the fucking clause that, or whatever it is, the written rule. He knew about it because he just broke it. So he's aware of what he did wrong.
He learned he learned of the policy from the slap on the wrist. He didn't learn how to change his behavior, but he learned the policy. So what are we talking about with this? Oh, he didn't break no law, people. No, we know
dude, that first suspension was like getting a wedgie or a fucking noogie.
Well, it was a warning. It was a warning. It was a warning. And just because,
this time around is what? Another warning? Another fucking warning shot?
Nah, it's a timeout. Go sit in the corner with the dunce cap.
Go tell the fans that how remorseful you are, and you're gonna learn from this and be a better man. But yeah, you're still out there. And All right, so you let me know when you want to roll something up.
Nah, go ahead.
All right. First of all, I hope this gets to John Morant. If somebody knows the agent, knows his mama's sister's best friend,
Knows his people.
Knows his people, somebody along the line. Somebody's got to know someone. Tell him to tap into I.O.W. and listen up. Bro, I'm almost twice your age. I'm telling you, you do not want to play in these streets. You keep walking around and posting these videos, waving these guns, throwing up your gang signs, and doing all this shit that you portraying. You gonna meet up with somebody that don't give a fuck who you are. They're gonna gladly stick your ass up because they know who you are. And if you listen on the early show and even past shows, Lamar had said there's cats in Memphis, Tennessee, where they play basketball. There's cats in that city.
Hey, get at them.
That you hear about, like, every city's got their ghetto and their hoods.
Every city does.
Let's believe there's Memphis cats that don't give a fuck who you are. They're gonna take pleasure because they know you got money. They know you're gonna have, like, jewels on you or something, and you're throwing up these gang signs, bro. You don't, unless you really live in that secret life like Aaron Hernandez, like y'all touched on earlier.
Yeah.
You don't want that smoke, bro. You got your whole life ahead of you. You could be an absolute superstar in this league.
Well, you
have it all over you.
He's already marketed as a superstar.
That's what I'm saying. But by doing this type of shit, that superstar is gonna be taken away from him.
Yeah, they won't put on ice real quick.
You could be an absolute stud in your craft, in your sport, in your job, but yet you're putting yourself in stupid positions like this. Even if it's posting a video with your boy, somebody's got to get to this kid and tell him, like, understandably, yeah, you're not breaking law, but you are fucking up your image, dude. You are fucking up your career. You're gonna wind up losing everything, and maybe even your life, if you keep going down this path.
Nah, we don't even want to get that far, and that's why
I think. But unfortunately, that's the route he's gonna fucking wind up going down. You keep doing this shit. Somebody's gonna roll on his ass, bro, and you know it. I'm not trying to condone it or saying, like, go ahead and do it. No, you keep living that life, bro. You live that straight life. You understand, Lamar. Potentially what could happen to you.
Hey, end of the day, I've always been a civilian because I know what it is and what happens when you get into that side, that life.
I never been in one. I've never had to wear a certain color. You know what I mean? I don't, but I do know people that have. And that's the choice they made.
I stayed a civilian, but I know what's up. I know what's up.
Absolutely.
Because of the fact that I know.
I've been in the hood, once or twice in my time. More than that, but
shit. I don't know. It's just, but when it comes to suspension, man, it's like if you're talking about you want to save lives and all this stuff, and be, role models for the youth. That's what you're saying. Then 25 games doesn't do it.
Dude, 25 games. And I'm going to get back to that. 25 games ain't shit, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead.
At Silver, you definitely dropped the ball on this one. Like Lamar was just saying, you're talking about you want to, you care about this kid and you want to save his life. You know what? Then fucking take his ass out of basketball, half a year, full year, get his ass rehabbed. He's only like 22, 21, 23, whatever the fuck he is. Get his ass to fucking help and get him back on the court. Don't play this bullshit and slap him on the wrist with 25. What the hell is 25 games to him? Absolutely none. You are not making a statement to the rest of the NBA. It's an absolutely terrible look. You're kind of to me, you're condoning what he did. You're not taking it seriously.
That's kind of how I feel too.
Like, bro, you did it. He did it twice. People, twice.
And then
within like 40 days.
And then you got the other shenanigans that's going on with him and his camp, and I'm just like,
and then the shit with the 17-year-old. There's many things you can look at.
Other shenanigans. I'm like, it's too much smoke. So it's like it's. And then to me, twice with the guns was literally the smoking gun. So I'm just
don't tell me 25 is justifiable. It is not.
Well, I also and like I said on today's show, I also think that's also Adam Silver looking at the bottom line too, because I mean,
fuck him. He should not even be looking at no bottom line.
Bro, it is, but you have to look who just won the finals.
Bro.
Denver. Okay.
Make a fucking grow a set of balls, bro. Come on.
I know what you're saying, bro. But I'm saying, look at who just won the finals. You cannot market Jokic. I'm sorry. He looked the most unenthusiastic champion who just won the finals I've ever seen. He had trouble damn popping the champagne cork. He looked like he didn't even want to be there. It looked like he couldn't wait to get back to Serbia. I mean, dude,
you're gonna be seeing that again in the future.
I mean, I don't know if Denver repeats, but you can't market Jokic. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying repeat, but they're gonna win another one with that team.
I mean,
and you're right. You can't market him out in Denver. You're absolutely right.
No,
there's nothing appealing about Denver other than they smoke.
No,
ain't nobody want to live in that altitude, and those winners and shit.
People may not like what I'm about to say. The only way you can market Jokic is it has to be with him and his family, because that's the only thing that can gravitate people to bring in and market him, because for some reason I see them all the time. They had a whole bunch of clips with him and his family and his brothers and his wife and they rolling deep, like they whole family deep. And so it's like that's the only way I can see them marketing him, because other than that, they cannot market Jokic on his own. That dude is he just don't give a damn about none of this shit. They were telling him about records he was breaking. He was like, oh, I did that? Oh. Like, he has no sense of, like, how monumentous that is. He just doesn't care.
You know the best thing? The best thing he said, basketball isn't my life. It's just something I'm good at.
Yeah, I heard that.
That is absolutely perfect, because his life is like his family and everything he does off the court. What he does on the court is just to provide for his family,
which I rock with. I'm good with that. But what I'm saying is that's not marketable, because if you look at your NBA fan crowd, it's the the 10 to 22-year-old age gap right there, somewhere around there, and they don't care about family.
No.
They care about your flashiness on the court, what you can do, and how dope it looks. Jokic don't fit that mold.
Nope.
So they're like, okay. I mean, they'll some of them rock the jersey because he's a champion now. You do it because of that.
Kind of like Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk won a little bit later,
Dirk was nice. Dirk was amazing.
Oh, he was, but he could have been marketed much better. I mean, granted, he had Cuban, but he could have been marketed much better. Yeah, for as good as he was.
Maybe like exposure wise, probably so, but I don't think he probably was. Dirk, I don't think, to me, was more humble. He was more kind of more low key like that. You know what I'm saying? But he knew who was the leader of those Dallas Mavericks teams when he started, brushing on the scene. It was a guy. So I mean, you knew what was up. But I'm just, I don't know. He is no diss on Jokic. I just think I have the way he goes about it, I have no issue with it. He's so nonchalant and he likes being with his family. I'm a family guy. I love being around my family. So it's like I have no issue with that. Salute to that. But personality wise and in his game just doesn't translate to marketable superstar. Skill wise, he's dope. But marketable wise, that's a market department's nightmare. How the hell we gonna market this dude? If the family don't work out, boy, we are shit out of luck. For real. So absolutely right. I just it just be like that. But look, real quick, I think we got about like 4 minutes left. You got your boy Mike Dunleavy Jr. He is the new general manager for the Golden State Warriors, and he's well, I'm trying to describe what he's going to say in this clip, but it's going to lead to kind of these last topics together. So let's take a listen to what Mike Dunleavy Jr. had to say.
We really want Draymond back. What he means to this organization, this team, in terms of trying to win at the highest level, we feel like we have to have him. So that's very important. Beyond that, I think a lot can be made of all the challenges that are coming our way, whether it be aging roster, the new CBA with some of the limitations there, anything else you can bring up. But we're aware of all those things, but we also feel like we're in a great place because we've got a competitive owner willing to spend and a group that's really tied in. It's got good synergy, good processes, good sound decision making. So we feel confident we can navigate.
Did he say need? Did you hear that?
He did.
Mike Dunleavy Jr., your new GM, says we want Draymond back. We feel like we need him here. Did I hear that right?
Yep.
And so I bring that up because obviously you see Draymond Green opts out of his player option. And I said, yes, player option, as in he had the choice, not the team. It wasn't the team option. Choice.
25.6, I believe it was.
I think it was bigger than that, like 27 or something like that.
I mean, I could be wrong. You know more basketball than I do. So I definitely could be wrong on that.
So
he either way, 27.
$27.6 million.
27.6. Okay. So 27.6, you left that on the table and said
become an unrestricted free agent.
Yep. You said no thank you. Now, question is, are you saying no thank you to come back at a cheaper price to help the team? Help the team
I'm rubbing off on you, MJ.
Possibly going out and getting somebody else?
MJ's been rubbing off. You've been around this too long here. I.O.W. You've been around Man Down. You've been around watching Man Down and Melvin Wall. You been around me.
I pick up on a thing or two, man. I listen. I listen. I read. So if Golden State wants him back, he will be back. I don't see him wanting to move on.
The new GM just said it. He said, we want Draymond back. We feel like we need him here. What? On the same day that you opt out player option? Come on, that guy, hey man, I'm gonna look out for y'all, but y'all look out for me. Type of situation.
That's got some sucker shit written all over it.
Bro.
Especially if he resigns there, then it really truly becomes some sucker shit.
Look, here's the thing.
Double J for that one.
You got it. This is what I need people to understand. It was a player option, so he opted out. So, and an unrestricted free agent. That's what people need to look at. Unrestricted. So what the Warriors are saying, yeah, we want you. We need you here. All we're saying is just go out and see your value, because they know that nobody is going to even probably. I'm not saying nobody's not going to offer him a contract, but if what he thinks his value is as a starter, he might get his feelings hurt. So I just think he maybe needs that. Hey, what if not? But at the end of the day, I think they kind of might have already got a deal in place, in set for him to opt out. I think he's going right back. It's going to be some real, because my thing is, hey, he's a reserve, bro. Let's be honest about what I think he brings to a team. He's a solid reserve. He's going to bring enthusiasm.
He could become the best 6 man in the league.
He could be 6 man of the year. That's fine.
Yep. I'm saying that's what that's what he could be.
He could be an ultimate reserve.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what he brings to the table. You know he can bring you a triple double if need be. He's that type of player.
I don't know about like that.
No. Listen, I'm not saying he's going to get you 40, 20, and 10. But you know he could get you like a 14, 12, and 11.
Okay.
He's showed that many times. It's not hard to get a triple double now, these days.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Triple doubles aren't looked at, like, oh, no, shit.
That's fair. Okay.
So
yeah, it can give you like 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing, not the ordinary to blow you out your water, but the potential he could have.
No, you're right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But, he's gonna play. He's gonna play gritty defense,
and he's gonna be a nuisance.
He's gonna be chirping.
Yeah.
You got 6 fouls with him.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr knows him personally.
True. And
so if you're willing to come back at a discounted price, we want you back.
I knew this was going to happen, MJ. I knew this was going to happen. I knew that the Warriors were going to have a guy at GM that falls in line with the same tune of Steve Kerr and Bob Myers, the owner. We love Draymond. We need Draymond. That's what they've been talking and saying since they got eliminated. We love Draymond. We want Draymond. It's like they've been chatting that ever since they got eliminated. And now they got a GM that falls in line with the rest of them. He's going back to Golden State, bro.
Now let me ask you a question. Is Jordan Poole returning?
That's the part I don't know.
Are you going to try to shop him now?
I need to see when that extension kicks in, because maybe
regardless of when it does, it's still a 5-year contract, 6-year contract. So you're whenever it does kick in, that's some big money that's to be shelled out.
Yeah, because he signed that 4-year, $128 million contract with the Golden State Warriors, including in 2003. It's and a cap hit. So yeah, this is the year that extension kicks in. So it'd be
so 4 years and 128. He's on the hook. He's on the hook right now.
So they would be pretty much on the hook for $28 million, pretty much, if they keep him.
4 years, 128, right?
Yeah, so 4 years, 128. But I'm saying this is the year. This upcoming season is when it kicks in. So they're either gonna move off that contract and get some type of value for him, because if you look at it, that's just almost about the same amount that Draymond just declined. Is that 27 and some change? So,
is he worth it?
For me, Jordan Poole, it's tough, because there were some times a couple of years ago when they won the championship that he actually played some very important basketball down the stretch last year when they won the championship.
Okay, now you look at his stats this year.
Could be better, yes.
Compare that going into his first year of the contract. Is it worth it right now after this first, this season after you signed him? Like, he balled out 2 years ago.
He did,
right? And then you signed the extension when he still had a year left. You signed him to the 4-year, right?
Yeah, and
so then that final year of the rookie deal, whatever it was, this past year, kind of, to me, didn't fucking play like a 30, because he's like 30.
Yeah, no, yeah, 27, $28 million a year kind of guy.
No, it's like 32 because it's 4 years, 128. So that's 32 a year.
Yeah, no, yes and no. Like, if you're just doing simple math, yes, but they got it broken down different ways. So this first year, it'll be like 27, 455,357. Then next year is 29,651, 786. Then that third year, the contract would be 31,848, 215, and then the fourth year would be 34,000, 44, 642. So it increases year by year. So
All right. So coming off the year he just had, is that worth $27 million this upcoming season?
It's so many ways I'm looking at this, because I'm looking at, yes, you need him because,
it's a yes or no question, dog, because I got to follow up to it.
No, because I'm just saying we got to look at both sides of this.
Okay. So I was going to say, look at Jalen Brunson. Like, I was going to compare him. Like, look at the stats. Even at this year, and you look at, I'm saying, and you look at the money.
I'm saying I can't compare him to Jalen Brunson's play wise.
No, I'm not saying play wise. I'm saying you look at their contracts.
Okay, contracts.
What I'm trying to say is, like, Jalen Brunson played up to his contract.
Yeah,
he earned that first year money that he just signed for.
Oh, he earned every damn penny of it.
You know what I mean? Jordan Poole, signed the contract, and then that following season, where it didn't kick in yet, he played like fucking dog shit.
Well, it goes back to what we was talking about earlier in the show. I think Jordan Poole got paid for what he did do, and not potentially what he did be.
Correct. Absolutely.
Because like I said, I thought he was important, and I've seen him play some games leading into that championship. You like, boy, they lucky they had Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
2 years ago he balled out, got the money, and then this past season, was kind of, on and off the map. You know what I mean? He many times he did not show up.
Yeah.
Earning, so at the end of the day, like you reap what you sow, man.
Hey, Jay, I'm all about getting, you should always try to trade a player to get value back. I don't think there's what value do you get back from Draymond? I don't think you get any type of value back. There's nobody that's going to be running to go make a trade for you for Draymond. No. I'm sorry. No. That opt out was literally him in his clique, just making a move to make things more easier, more financially stability for the franchise. It's a scratch my back, scratch your back type of situation, because he's going back to Golden State. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, you'll find out, just how loyal each other is to, how they are to each other,
Yeah.
If if he opted out because he knew that he was coming back on a cheaper deal, we'll see. But there's not gonna be another team that's gonna offer him, huge money where Golden State's gonna be asked to match it. Or he's not going to go back to Golden State and say, like, hey, man,
Mike Dunleavy Jr. literally just said, we want Draymond back. We need Draymond here. He's going back.
Yep.
And what does this mean for Jordan Poole, like you asked? Melvin Wall said, a man down says that his days are numbered. And looking at the contract, it gets more and more pricier year by year. Is probably the easiest way to move him now. But I think you move him because you don't. I hate to say it, but I think Clay is starting to get cooked, bro. I think Clay starts getting
and
good.
listen. I don't know if I ever said it on this show. I might have typed it before, in like the when I wasn't on live. There was a time, just not too long ago, where I said, and I will stand by the statement. I'll die on the hill.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson, at one point, was a better pure shooter than Steph Curry was. Steph Curry can hit you from 36 feet and hit all these fucking crazy shots, no problem. But spot up shooter, Klay Thompson is better than was better than him.
Okay.
Steph Curry could pull it from anywhere on the court at any time. He's that type.
I can agree with that, Jay. I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I mean, you pretty much got embarrassed because dude just knocked you out, and that's always going to be something you like. I don't care if you say everybody was apologizing and we made up and kumbaya. Nah, you don't ever forget that shit.
It just shows that you scared of Draymond.
Well, no,
if you come out playing like shit, it's because you're worried about Draymond over your shoulder, bro.
Well,
you're worried about getting snuffed again.
No, I don't think it's that. It's just because the fact of the matter is that he was allowed to physically assault me, and even though we was chirping back and forth, I didn't think about putting my hands on him. And I can't remember who said it, but they was like, "Yo, fights happen all the time. This got leaked. This got leaked."
Yep.
So, for the most part, ain't nobody, most teams do record their practices. So those are the more times than not the only cameras allowed in there. So where else did this come from? And I'm just saying the atmosphere is always is literally you seeing nuggets here and there that the Warriors are a team that is made up of a clique. They're literally made up of a clique. It was Steve Kerr being the coach, Steph, Klay, Draymond, and of course the owner, the Bob Myers, is allowing it, and they just got a new GM who is falling in line with everybody else. They're about to just continue this same cycle. I'm telling you.
Y'all know who.
They are literally keeping the band together.
Yep.
Band is they are literally pulling the Wolf of Wall Street. Like there are teams that are getting better than the Warriors, but they're over here. We're not fucking leaving. We're not fucking leaving. They're really pulling the Wolf of Wall. They are saying we're not quitting.
And they're literally like in the market for everybody.
They're getting older and they're getting less athletic. I don't care. Klay is not the same Klay that we saw. That was like a bad dude. Like it's still in there, but you seeing the decline. He ain't popping like that no more.
Yeah, because what I meant before was he was a better like spot up shooter. Steph was a better like pull up from anywhere, shooter. That's what I meant by that. Like, like if you're in a position, like, when you see it in 3-point contest, like when you beat him, like, just a better like spot shooter.
Yeah.
But Steph is the more fucking outrageous, shit you'll never see again type shooter.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, but
I mean, like, if you post up in the corner or in your spot, you know what I mean, and they dish you the rock, boom,
yeah,
shot. That's not that type of 3-point shooter. You gotta create it and then pull some some hocus pocus shit.
You didn't already see him got rid of Wiseman. They didn't already got rid of Wiseman already. They get somehow Steve Curry ain't good enough coach to figure out what to do with a 7'1" freak of an athlete. I don't know how he couldn't figure out what to do with him. That's nuts.
Hey Mel, what I wasn't trying to compare them to. I was comparing their contracts. What I was trying to compare. Like, Brunson, signed the contract and lived up to that at least his first year.
Yeah.
Poole signed the extension, played like
kind of had it down there. He had it down there.
Yeah, down year right before the extension kicks him. But he signed that contract and then had like a down year. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, is Poole gonna live up to that contract now, or did he live up for that? Contract? I don't think he did this past year.
Well, the contract is signed, so if they can find a team that can trade and they get value back for it, the other team don't have to worry about signing him because they don't know what'll happen for the next 4 years. So that'll be one thing that makes it easier to make him tradable. So I think he'll live up to the contract, but I don't think it's going to be in Golden State. They just gotta have to. I'm finally coming around, Melvin Wall. I think it's yeah, man. I hate to say it. I think it's a done deal with him and Golden State.
At least I think they're gonna try. I think.
They're shopping. They're already shopping them. They're already shopping. They've been shopping them.
If they can find somebody to take on that contract. Yeah.
They will. They will. They can find anybody.
It's a lot of money though, man. 4 and 128. It's a lot of money. But then again, the way shit has been going in the NBA, that's not a lot of money.
Look at it this way: the Heat was paying Kyle Lowry $27 million a year. I'm pretty sure they can go ahead and suffice for that contract for Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
he's definitely a younger, better option. I'm not saying Miami's his place, but I wouldn't rule that position out. You missed out on the Bradley Beal situation.
I'm trying to think of the other guy's name. Like I always refer back to this guy. He signed with Denver or Utah like a couple years back. He came from Atlanta, and the dude signed like 3 years and $90 million. And I was like, at the time I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, $30 million for this dude? Like, people just out here getting crazy money, and you don't even have to be.
Well, you going back to Paul Millsap days?
That's it. That's him, Paul Millsap. When he left Atlanta, you know what I mean? Like, he had his best days in Atlanta. When he left there, he left for 3 years and $90 million. And at the time, I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, $30 million a year for this guy? Are you fucking serious? What? That's when you start seeing things change, handing out money left and right, like these max contracts, dude. They're out of fucking control. But if that's what the NBA is gonna do, like they're gonna,
Well,
bro, it's crazy to make 50 million a year like Harden did.
Well,
crazy.
I get what you're saying, but I just want to kind of steer to the point where it comes to why even extend Jordan Poole the contract and for what? If all you're going to do is just keep the band together and you're just going to allow him to just pretty much get bullied by Draymond, and this isn't the first time that Draymond's bullied an outsider who's not part of the original clique. I mean, there's a guy named KD that ain't there no more. I mean, they say they may have squashed the beef and they cool, but still, I mean, if somebody's just allowed to just be so aggressive to you on and off the court, and you allowing it, you're not really reprimanding it. I mean, it's just going to get worse and worse. And now everybody's everybody's going to be back together. They got their GM who's falling in line. Mike Dunleavy Jr. sounds like he's been there for a while. He's like, I'm home.
He's been well coached.
We need Draymond on our team. I can't believe I heard that, bro. But hey, man, we're gonna shut the door. We did a little OT, is because the old bird, man. I'm just glad he's feeling better. He was able to hop on the show tonight. So good to see your ugly mug, man. But anyway,
I know you ain't talking to me, bro.
I'm pretty as hell, so I dare say I want to talk about myself. So,
man, you a fucking clown, bro.
Hey, man,
where's the ears and makeup? Like,
but nah, man,
ugly mug.
But man, we appreciate everybody hopping in with us on the show. Shout out to Let's Talk Sports, Sideline Sports.
I was going to ask before you do your closing monologue. I just want to shout out and give this, dedicate this tonight's show. A dear friend of mine by the name of Kenny Alvin. He watches these on the. He usually watches them in the morning on his way to work, things like that, because he's usually sleeping this time of day. But he's a dear friend of mine, and he lost his father this morning unexpectedly.
Yeah.
So I just want to, shout out his father, Big Ken Albin. He will be missed. He was, great man. I've known him since I was 43. I mean, I am 43. I've known him since I was 14. I just want to say, rest in peace, Mr. Alvin. You'll be missed, and I dedicate my part tonight to you.
Man, that's dope.
You will be missed, sir.
Yeah, man. Condolences out to the fam, man. Hopefully, y'all can get the strength to get through this situation. Hey, man. And dope words. But man, let's go ahead and shut the door on this joint. Y'all know where to catch us. Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar, and of course, Jerzey Boy MJ. That's Jerzey with a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z. And of course, all our content, I.O.W Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, YouTube, where all the content is stored. And I.O.W Sports 1 on Twitter. Y'all know what it is. Sideline Sports, Let's Talk Sports. Holla at my peoples over there at Man Down Sports with Melvin Wall and the crew. Chris, Man Down Zoe, Big J, and then of course 613 Fate Productions. My guy Double JJ Jones, G Money, Mike T. So 613 Fate Productions, holla at them. Hey man, we'll come back tomorrow with another episode of I.O.W Sports Late Night Owl Edition. We out here. Happy Tuesday. Peace and love.
Silent Hill TD, yes. Hitchhikers.
Yeah, smoking someone's dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters from my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better, doped up of cocaine. Roaming like I never had a home, so I'm all alone. Smoking bones down the chromosomes till the filter's gone. Suffocating under heavy pressure, the signature marks are the cornerstone of a nigga that's ready to spark. Like the pathway through the treacherous, wonderful dark. Searching for a lost part, curators of a lost art. Desperately holding shit together until it falls apart. Blood started pulling the water, just waiting on the sharks. Love is the deadliest game, but I'll just massacre your heart. Tearing at your body, wondering how did we start from?
Man, I think a nigga about to spaz out, cause I don't give a fuck no more when I'm down to my last night. Then I ran out of